Welcome everybody to a game called Little Big Workshop. It's a little game that I found on the Xbox store. I'm going to call the factory name. Oh, it's not going to come up. What it is? Bistow. Definitely spelt completely wrong, but it is what it is. Now, it's called Bistopia because, as you guys probably don't know, my Xbox name is Bisto56, but we are joining in to this workshop now. The reviews of this game aren't necessarily all that good, and I'm not too sure what to expect, to be completely honest with you, but I saw it, seemed like my kind of game, so let's jump in and play. The premise of the game is you're like looking down onto the workshop as we're being shown here, and we tell little guys what to do and, well, create a workshop basically. So we have move the camera, oh god that's horrible, and move the camera and rotate. The rotate and zoom is kind of weird, kind of cool how it plays though. Let's go ahead and open the phone. Oh, hello. So let's go ahead and craft ourselves a workbench. Ooh, what is going on here? Get ourselves a workbench. We shall put this in this little room. Obviously I don't really know if that's going to work, but hopefully they'll go ahead and do that. We'll make sure that the time is all sped up and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, do that there, please. So that'll go ahead and build up and get that. I'm going to speed this down a little bit. We've got another phone call coming in, and we've got to make a couple of garden gnomes. So let's go ahead and get in the contract and plan the contract. It's gay. Got it. And square shaped thing, the circle shaped thing. Yeah. Oh, I don't know what's going on here. Plan the contract. Plan the contract. Let's do this. Wood chunk delivery. Yeah. Let's link this to this. Yeah, and then. But then we need to go ahead and order. Machine. Production. So this is ready for production, but maybe I should have paid more attention. So operations, repair, speed up, operation queue. And then link it to that, and then link to that. Okay, there we go. No, they're doing it. too sure what they're doing. It says they're doing something. Take it where you're waiting for a delivery. But then it says there's no operations in the queue. Switch back to blueprint panel. There we go, that's how we do it. Right, cool. A little bit of a learning curve. Right, they're going to make those 3 gnomes. And then they'll get collected, I take it. But I also think that they're not going to have anywhere to put said gnomes. Let's go over here and... So that's the little storage area that will hopefully store some wood and some gnomes and stuff to get in there. And then we can go ahead and deliver those, which will come in the delivery truck and go ahead and be delivered. Yeah, a little bit more tedious than I thought this was going to be, and obviously we can do conveyor belts and stuff in the future and get ourselves some experience and some stuff like that. Also just got an achievement saying hi Steve. Go ahead and do the contracts. We can close that down and go ahead and look at the economy and say, after this introduction, workers start to charge you for their time. Okay, this is kind of cool. Okay, cool. So we've got another phone call coming in. Let's go ahead and new gnomes are a hit. Right then, so we've got another thing coming in as well now. So let's go ahead and plan the project. Oh god. So attributes define the quality of the product. Yeah, this contract has attribute requirements. So we need to get raw wood. Choose the red background. Are impossible to match requirements. So got it right. So let's do that one. Select this material. They want this one, I take it. And then we shall link it to this bench. And link it to this bench, and then link to that bench, and then buy ourselves a saw. Yeah, order. I was going to bring in that, which means that will go there, and we can link this to that bench. Oh, it needs to be built first, nice. And they'll go ahead and build that, hopefully. Yep, one of them will go ahead and build that. And then we can link the assembly to that bench, and then go ahead and execute. One of your workers ran out of energy and collapsed. Okay, so we now need to establish a bit of a break room. So break room, coffee machine, and we can make the break room over here. Should we do 2 coffee machines? Who doesn't want 2 coffee machines? There we go. 2 coffee machines incoming. Oh. Order those 2 coffee machines and get them a little bit of a seating area as well, and yeah, again, some seating area. There we go. They'll go and build that in time. I'm trying to zoom out. There we go. The guy's just like completely collapsed. Go ahead, speed up time a little bit. They'll make the coffee machines. That will mean this guy is then... Oh, he's doing his own thing. So obviously we've got one worker going at the moment. It'd probably be better if we obviously go ahead and get 2 workers going. But the break room is now up and running with coffee machines and all that stuff in there. Seem to be working at full capacity at some stages. And this guy is about to wake up. There he is. And he's going to go ahead and start assembling, I take it. There we go. They're going to sit in the break room. And then he's going to go ahead and start working on it. Cool. It's kind of cool that they work together in completing this. There you go. He's going to go ahead and start assembling and getting those parts together and putting them together. We've got 2 at the moment. Obviously, if the more we have, the more like workshop things we have, the better it's going to be. And they're quite happy in that break room. Got 4 and just 1 more to be made. Just getting the parts together and they can go ahead and make that. And now we can go ahead and deliver this one. Here we go. So they'll be taken out and to put in there. They actually do come and help, so that's really cool as well. And then we can go ahead and get ourselves some money for that. Got another phone call coming in here. The names of shelves, I reckon that I'm set for a while. Get back to you later. So here comes. Now we got to go look at the market, where we've got. Ooh, these tags give you a rough idea of what kind of production is required. This shows the current price of demand of the product. These are attributes you must surpass your production. Right, overall, this production isn't very suitable. Okay. But this one is high suitability. So let's plan production of this. Oof. Yep, and yeah, and then assembly and set the amount to 7, it says, and then execute. So they'll go ahead and crack on with that. Hopefully they're okay with this stuff. There's no deadline for this, obviously, because we are just producing it for ourselves, essentially. And then we can obviously expect the workstation and say the job is going to take a really long time to finish. So we can repair and raise the efficiency, and we can also activate faster bonus, activate overdrive mode, making the workstation operate, but it doubles the strain of it. Right, so they're also going to fix that as well. And then now we've got to order another assembly station, it says. Let's go ahead and put another one here. There we go. Inspect my workstation. Transfer. So we go ahead and move that to this one. There we go. Okay, that's kind of cool. So you can do 2 workstations at once. And now we can also hire some more workers. This guy is better. Okay, cool. So go ahead and go into here, and then we can go into recruit, and let's do yeah, one of those and one hauler maybe. Yeah. Oof. Okay, that's locked. So now we got 3 workers, and the deadline, there's no deadline for it, so that's okay. Let's go ahead and disaster, your names you made has now already sold. We need more. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and plan the simple thing here, probably best that we go ahead and get ourselves another workbench. Oh, it's not going to let us. So let's plan the production. Let's go ahead and produce 6 and execute and speed up a bunch of time for this. Obviously we got 2 days to do this, and then they're going to make some gnomes. He's going to go for a coffee. Let's open the market for these, and we something like to sell here. Ooh. Okay, it also says press this to then move job to top of the priority list. Nice. So it gives us 2 days to do that, but they are cracking on with that job anyway, and they seem to be pretty good at doing those jobs themselves. I'm going to quickly go ahead and see if I can zone a bit of a bigger... little bit of a storage area bigger. Bit of a bigger storage area. So these guys are now deliverable, so we can go ahead and deliver those to there. Let's open the market for these, and not really sure what it means by open the market. Complete some of these to sell here, but it says open market. It's like show offer. Yeah, that's okay. Got those dog houses and stuff. Okay, so these guys are okay for all this stuff. Nice. So open the market. Oh, okay, so we couldn't do it because... Okay, cool. Right. Let's deliver those, gives us some extra money as well. And then we can inspect the workstation here, which probably needs repairing. Yes, it definitely does need repairing. We can go ahead and look at this. You can see our client ratings, which is really, really, really good. Obviously trying to build as many good relations as possible. There we go. So that is the end of the tutorial. Kind of weird how it does that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and look at the market. Obviously we got beds and forks and stuff, so this one seems pretty good, so let's plan to do this. And obviously let's go ahead and get ourselves some then obviously link this to this machine and get this to raw wood and link to this machine. And go ahead and link the assembly to this machine. Let's go ahead and make 6 of these. Yeah. Execute. Ooh. I'm pressing X. Okay, construction causes workers to walk slower. Obstructions, I mean. So obviously there's an obstruction here, so maybe I can go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and open up the market for this one here. So got it. Just gonna want a drill press. So I can build that. Alright then. Right, let's go ahead and see what we can do. So let's go ahead and go to shop and market. Let's go ahead and make, I was going to say a table. Yes. So what does he need to cut that on there, do that on there, do that on there, then do that, precise cuts on there, and then do that on there, assemble it on there. Let's make 4, actually let's make 6, and execute. There's obviously no deadline for this, just doing it for money basically. Might be worth getting a new kind of production planning or remodel. Obviously it's going to take a long time to finish as well. These guys all do breaks and stuff. I think we could probably upgrade these. Activate super fast mode for that as well. Obviously that's going to cause them to obviously it to break down a little bit faster, but it should be okay. Probably go ahead and obviously transfer some of these over to this one, like so. Again, it might be a really good idea to go ahead and get ourselves another little workbench. Let's see if we can. That's the assembly workbench. This is the actual workbench. We'll put it in this room here. Go ahead and order that. We can now hire haulers as well, which is really good as well. So we go ahead and obviously now transfer some of these jobs over to this workbench. Might just do that with 2 of these here. There we go. That should make it go a lot faster. We can now hire some more workers as well, but I think we can now hire haulers. So let's go ahead and hire maybe 2 haulers, like so. There we go. That'll make it easier for us to go ahead and do this as well. Now let's go ahead and plan a repair as well. Unfortunately, we are actually losing money, but we need to go ahead and make these tabletop things. They're going to make all those. Obviously, as soon as they're ready to assemble, we've got a couple of assembly stations already set up, ready to go, so we won't need to worry too much. Let's go ahead and speed this up a little bit as well, and get some of these tables done. Obviously, we're going to make 6 for apparently quite a decent profit, so I'm not too worried. They're going to make some of these, and hopefully we can get some assembly going in a minute. This one's on its way out. Plan some repairs. There we go. Now he's going to start building some tables. We've got one table completed, and they're going to make some more stuff, and then we've got one table ready to go. There's a lot of pieces that go towards this as well, and there's a lot of management as well. But it is quite fun. The market has been refreshed. Yeah, things like this, like, would have been better to make, really, I feel like. And ducks. You know, like... What do we need for this? The sewing machine. Purchase funds below 50%. Yeah, I want to do... We're going to make it, but we're not sure what we need for it. So obviously we need a get required workshop. Unleash the raw creativity of factory. Obviously need one of these. Might just be worth getting all of these. I think that's how fun's going down. And then hopefully we should be able to go ahead and make this thing. Ah, I need one of these. Kind of makes sense, to be fair. Now we got that, we can now make link to this, and then get these to this, to this, to this, to meet that, to make that, and then link to this to make, let's do 3, execute. Yeah, so that means there is more jobs going on at once, which in theory means there's more money to be made once it's all done. Let's go ahead and repair that one and this one. Yep, split, and then go ahead and transfer to this workshop. There we go. They're obviously going ahead and fix that and fix that. Which means this one can get up and running. Everything should be okay. There's no deadline on that spade, but now we have all the bits and pieces to go ahead and make all the spades. This guy's obviously going ahead and crack on and gonna make go ahead and transfer to here. There we go. So we've got 4 tables, and they're going to go ahead and make the rest of those tables as well. There we go, making more tables. So we've got 1 more table to go, and they're just going to go ahead and get the base, I believe. Obviously they're just waiting for the assembly to go ahead and be ready to go. So let's actually move that job up a little bit, and they can start making the spades. There we go, there's 1. and 2 and 3. Right, there we go. So let's open the market and to go ahead and the controller's decided to disconnect. And let's go ahead and deliver these, all 3 of those, and deliver. Get us some money, I suppose. Again, still not good in terms of money, but go ahead and open the market for these tables and deliver these, and we'll make ourselves some actual decent money, obviously, when they go ahead and get delivered. We've got no contracts going on at the moment, and obviously we are just delivering those tables. Go ahead and get another achievement. Let's reopen the market. These ones are looking like a good thing to do. We can now actually make these using the machines required. Obviously we got the assembly and stuff going, and then we can go ahead and make maybe like 4 of these maybe. Let's go ahead and execute that, get all the parts and stuff delivered. Everyone should be a-okay. I'm just sort of expecting a little bit of a phone call, to be honest with you. This is kind of a fun little game, to be fair, to start playing. Obviously it's a lot of management and stuff, making sure that everyone's got something to do. We'll quickly finish this one here, and the market is refreshed. Probably not a good thing that it's refreshed, to be fair. We've got some ducks as well, so let's go ahead and plan the production of this. I don't think... Oh, we do have a machine for this. Ah, cool. Let's go ahead and make 6 ducks and execute that as well, because we might as well give this a go and see what's going on here. So we go, we've got some small shelves being delivered and some ducks being made as well. Looks like the ducks are actually being made before the shelves. Obviously we need to keep an eye on these machines being repaired and make sure they are at the efficiency here. Use your repair lens to analyze stuff. Ooh, how do I get to that? That's balls. What's that? What's going on here? Plan a remodel, it says. So yeah, we've got a couple of machines going at once. We've got 3 ducks made, but none of the shelves are made. But the shelves should make us quite a lot of money, to be fair. Okay, let's go ahead and open the market for these ducks. Sell all of these for a little bit of money, which levels us up. It's kind of hoping we get more contracts, to be completely honest with you. So utility, large shelf, efficient storage causes no obstruction, and scrap container. Whoa, what's going on here? Ooh. We've got some cool little upgrade stuff. So we can obviously get these to workshop output zone. Nice. It may be more efficient to separate finished products into their own zone. Design. Okay, that's the export zone. Right, nice. Let's go ahead and open the market. Let's go ahead and deliver all of these for a profit of 2,000. There we go. Delivery driver is here, and he is now gone. So reopen the market and see what's good at the moment. This one's pretty good for shelves and ducks and stuff. Ooh, accept a... That's what I mean. Like, you have to go through lots of different menus and stuff. And getting used to a new game is always fun. Let's go ahead and put it on a different efficiency one and go ahead and use that. Then we can go ahead and make 14 and execute that. There is going to be a deadline for this, but we are utilizing all the machines that we have, which is going to be really good for this, to be fair. Upgrading these would be also quite a good thing to go ahead and do. Maybe even getting some more operators, maybe like 4 more operators. There we go. Some people will be stood around doing nothing for a little bit, but also don't know if this is going to be big enough. I really want to put some shelves in as well. Go ahead and put those up, please, and make this hopefully they'll put them on there. So now these are deliverable, we can go ahead and deliver those and get ourselves some more money. And this is going to be bad. Okay, shelf is not properly within the confines of the zone. Oh, I see. So you have to then... Oh, I see. Okay, that makes... So that shelf is part of... that zone, and then we'd need another shelf for I'm gonna put this in here. And now we need to go ahead and zone. Shelf is not properly within the zones. Delete. Market is refreshed. Delete. Right, because everything's good now. Let's go back onto the market and see if he's got another thing for us to do. Plan, 15 of those. Doon, ding, ding, dong. Right, I think that's all good. Execute. That'll get those all working. Everyone's now happy and going as well. I think it's quite a cool little game. It's a little bit micromanagey, but still really, really, really good. Also, Operation queue, link stuff, linked workstations. What's going on here? And this has got nothing to do. So no, we should probably go ahead and give. To there, and then they get to build that, and then they get to build that, and then that gets built. Okay, but I really want to move a wall. But it lets me do this. Why is everybody unhappy? Uh-oh. What's going on here? Uh-oh. I think I broke the game. Yep, definitely broke the game. Right, but now I've fixed it. The problem is now is that I have no money to do anything. So even if I was to go ahead and accept another job, it means that there isn't anything I can really do, because if I go straight to the market, I can't like accept, if that makes sense. Yeah, so these ones are linked to here, and then these ones are linked to here, and then go ahead and execute them. I can't do anything. Unless you can go into here and get a loan. Might have to sell a coffee machine. There we go. Should allow them to start building stuff again, and I think I've now got myself out of stuff, but the billboard is gone, and to be honest with you, probably a good thing. But I think that's where I'm going to leave today's episode here. A very interesting and unique game. There's no storage for them, apparently, but I think that's more... because they'd need a large shelf. I'm just going to sell it, just because I don't really need it. Those guys will then deliver that, and I'll see you guys once we are back in business and obviously making some money, because we are in some desperate need for doing that, and I don't think we have enough space for them all. Definitely don't think we have the space. Because they do that, and then they give that, and then they do that, and then they do that. We can probably split the old operations queue 50-50 and then give one of these to go to that one, and then we can have a couple going at once, so they're not just sat around doing nothing. But that gives us enough for that, enough for this, and then that gives enough of that, and then there's no storage. And then we should be okay for money in a moment once we get this one done, and then we can go ahead and deliver this to Alpha. There we go, and they get all packed up and shipped off, and back to working. You should avoid building too many workbench. Machines are much more efficient. So it actually wants us to do something else. Obviously we made we also made like no money from that said contract that we just did, and everyone is currently very much. Let's go ahead and plan the project out and get everything all working and efficient. Spread out. Go ahead and do that back on there. And execute, but we're lacking the cash. So once again, we have ruined it again. Obviously, machines are a lot more efficient to use, so we can probably go ahead and actually sell this, which should give us the money required to plan this project. But then obviously, while we have money, we then need to go back onto the market, go over to basic stuff and plan a project and get plan to cut on there, plan to cut on here. Yeah, one of those, plan to cut on there, and then plan to assemble on there, and then plan to assemble on here, and then go ahead and obviously they're getting all the materials and stuff, and everything's going to get built, and they're going to build two things at once. And obviously the priority is not too bad, and obviously people are you're close to bankruptcy. In fact, see, great contracts, sell finished products, or workstations. You can do this without or fire workers. Anyway, this is where I'm going to leave this episode here. Hope you guys did enjoy this. It's just a silly little game I found, and obviously it's a very long episode, but I had fun playing it. Hope you guys did enjoy watching it, and I'll see you guys next time for some more Little Big Workshop.